Clement writes, it's really interesting how the very same Republican voters and politicians who criticize Sleepy Joe for funding Ukrainian war efforts are so pro-war against Iran. What is the difference? The difference is that Joe had an excuse because he had dementia. What's Trump's excuse? That's what I want to know. What's his excuse? I'm like, okay, well, Joe had dementia and somebody else is running the show. What is Trump's excuse? Why would somebody else be running the show? Why is Bibi Netanyahu running the show? He doesn't have an excuse. And that's why the base is upset. We have a right to be. Juniper Berry writes, I love you, sis, in Christ, wondering what and who convinced you to convert to Catholicism. The Schofield Bible was published in 1901. KJV was in 1611. The Catholic faith looks nothing like the original way of Christ's followers. Not being contentious, just curious. I just find that very interesting. It's like, who put together the Bible? And people are like, when people say the Catholic faith looks nothing like the original way of Christ's followers, I genuinely don't understand that comment. And I found that for me, and again, this could be a much larger episode, and it should be, but when I had my hangups about the Catholic faith, because when me and my husband got married, I was Protestant, he was Catholic, I realized that I was just saying stuff. I didn't know why I said it. I didn't know who put that in my mind. And typically, if I'm saying stuff that I can't defend, and it's just like it's trigger friendly, like Catholics worship Mary. Where did I get that from? Who told me that? Why does every person who has an issue with the Catholic faith have a hang up and they say this is not true? Catholics don't worship Mary, but why did we all say that? Or I guess when I was a Protestant, why did we say that? I'm going, that's strange. And then I thought it was very strange that Christians in America seem to be, and I'll even say this about Christian influencers, they have more ill will towards Catholics than Jews and Israel. Like, that seems weird, right? Like, okay, we're both in the New Testament. Why? You have to realize you have to be conditioned that way. If your trigger is, I would rather defend the state of Israel and Bibi Netanyahu than to defend a Catholic, someone seeded you with those ideas. So it started with just challenging my own mind. And obviously my husband is the head of the household. And so these conversations were being had because we were having children. And I, no matter what, believed that my husband is the head of the household and therefore our children were going to be baptized Catholic.